Yo, what is up, everyone? How we doing? How we doing? What's up, Silver, my man? Silver's in the house always. XRP Army, what's up, Slava, my man? Nothing, just trying to do some updates on the day and get a good long stream in while I can. Oh, we got Crypto Meolysis in the house. How you doing, my man? What is this market? I don't know. It's just a waiting game. I agree. Get me out of here. I'm ready to make money and get out of here. But we're not there yet. Yeah, we need QE to end, which should happen by December. Bitcoin to go to a new high, Ethereum go to a new high, and then we can have alt season. So we may have another month of nothing happening. But we're getting the opportunity to load up on our bags here. I don't think we're going to have another drop, even if the dominance goes up and Bitcoin goes up. I don't think the coins will drop. As long as Bitcoin doesn't break down, we're good. I think we're good. There's too many people screaming bear market. It's over. What's up, Cater? How you doing, my man? What's up, Don? Hope you guys are doing all right. KeyCat getting smoked today. Well, we're looking at Toshi here. Toshi's not really getting smoked, but it's going down. But it's still holding higher highs and higher lows. It looks a very good looking chart here. It looks like the early days of Pepe, and then Pepe just blasted out of here. And Pepe's all the way up here somewhere now. So Toshi's holding up very strong. KeyCat. Let's see. KeyCat to the moon. Keyboard Cat. Oh man, this thing's bearish as hell. Damn, what happened to this? Guess we haven't looked at it in a minute. Yeah, this thing broke the higher lows, broke the trend, and it's just dying now. That's why it's bearish. That's why it's getting smoked, because it's bearish as hell. It broke the 3-2, so you need some support here. So these are weekly. I mean, there's several different levels we can draw, but it's down. It needs to get back over this 19 level. Yeah, that thing broke the trend and it started to die. Good thing is, though, on the weekly chart here, the stock RSI is down at the bottom, which is bearish for now, but it is resetting. Yeah, you done broke your 786 support too. It needs to get back over 2 to show any signs of life. Other than that, let's see what else we can kind of draw on here. See if there's a downside move that's being hit. Try to find some sort of support. Only thing I would say by just looking at the chart here is, I mean, it could be one of those coins that just breaks the previous low and just goes lower, but you know what? Let me bring up one other thing here in just a moment. Yeah, just what I suspected. From this low to the high, you broke all your levels, your 786, now you're down on the 1272 support. We saw that on, I can't remember what coin it was, but another coin hit down on the 1272 and is holding. So your support right now is 18. If it loses that, it's dropping down to 15. And any lower than that, then it's going to potentially put in a lower low and just go to 0. So from where it is now, if it falls below 18, there's a chance you're coming down to 15, drop 17, 18%. So it needs to get back over 2. And then 2.5 to be any sort of bullish. Not looking good for KeyCat. What's up, Matrix? Recall went to the moon. What is Recall? New coin on Coinbase. What's up, Remy? What's up, Rep? What's up, the How To? How you doing? What's up, Adrian? Yeah, Ben Cohen. Yeah, he's always right. At least for this cycle, he's been right about everything. Now, I did watch his most recent thing again, and he says pretty much from what he got from what Powell said is they should do the ending the quantitative easing November, December, somewhere in that time period. So maybe by December we start going up. which sucks because I don't want to sit here for another month. We'll see how it plays out. It's a waiting game, like I said. So let's look at what is recall. Recall on Coinbase. Hopefully we don't have coins break down like that coin. Recall is now on Coinbase. Over from XC, I guess. Let's see. This coin. Oh, it's brand new. Can't do anything with it. It doesn't even have a Coinbase chart up yet. I don't think. Must just barely got listed. And there's a coin for every word. That's the futures spot on Bybit. Let's see if there's a better chart here. KuCoin. Alright, we'll just check out these charts and see if I can do anything. What is that? The KuCoin. Yeah, every chart's different on this thing. I don't understand. What is that? 59? Depends on where the exchange launched it at. On Bybit, it's going to the moon. But yeah, I can't do anything with that. We're already on the 4-hour chart, so. What was the other coin you said? VRA, Veracity, Sapien went off. Alright, let me look at VRA. Yeah, make sure you guys... Oh, I didn't even do a poll. What should the poll be? Silver, my man. What should the poll be? Yeah, you guys check out the videos on the channel after the stream. I made some new updates. I got a big list I'm going to go through. Trying to get some better thumbnails up. Moon. Okay, let me look at VRA real quick. Veracity. Veracity to the moon. Yeah, I'm thinking about buying Toshi. I don't have the money yet, but is this our Veracity chart? This ain't our Veracity chart, is it? Oh, I guess it is. Yeah, I believe we looked at this one last night for you. It's bearish. It's bearish, bearish, bearish. If we zoom in, yeah, what did we do? Yeah, I don't even know why we did that. So we're just going to take that small one off. You can technically be bullish over 308, but let's see. Let me zoom back out to the monthly charts. I mean, it came down and tagged all the way to the bottom of the volume area. I wonder if Elon did the same thing, because Elon was holding up and it could still have came down. I didn't even look at Elon. That was probably the bottom on this thing. It's probably going to start going up. So the only thing I can say on VRA is we'll just go from this wick high to the low and see what levels you need to grind over. So it's over the 236. It needs to get over 9.5 to be bullish again. And then the macro 236, and then of course 618. But it's not bullish at all until it gets over 9.5. And the macro bottom in over 1.3. If it's not a dead project, then it should come back up from that low, from that volume area. Weekly stock R size resetting, so. And Veracity, like we said, is an old coin. We went over this yesterday. From now, if it hits a 618 retracement, if it can come back up to a penny, 12.5, 13x on your hands. If it does actually make a higher high, and you think it could hit 2.5 to 3 cents, then you're looking over a 30x. And then it would break that cycle of the lower highs all the time from 2024 all the way back to 2021. It's just a bearish looking chart. Sapien went off. Yeah, we've been looking at Sapien lately. Yeah, these coins are going to start. I mean, as long as we don't go bear market territory, these coins are going to slowly start going up, I think. Toshi has a very bullish chart. Like I said, it's probably getting ready to run. You said this thing took off? Oh, it got stuck perfectly at our trend line. Oh, wow. Do we have a better chart on this? I don't remember why this is here. I guess the daily candles, if we haven't looked at it in a week, then there you go. So now we got to readjust the situation. Yeah, this thing came right back up to the top. That's crazy. Got stuck right there. So it's not bullish until, I mean, you hit the 618 at 16. That's your breakout point high to the low for a reversal back up. Couldn't accomplish that. It got stuck. So until it gets back over 16.7, clearly gets back over this line here and starts moving up, it's simply pulling back at the moment. So support is going to be 13 at the moment. And then, yeah, it's also pretty much your 236 in that area. So 13, 13 and a half has to hold for it to stay bullish, or it's going to retrace a lot lower. Which I don't remember who was saying that. I don't remember who was saying that, but after this low, that's one guy I watched. He said there's a good chance we could come back down and retest the low area and put in a higher low, and then we go up. So all these coins that have these nice recoveries off of that drop, you know, we could be in store for, you know, a move down to wherever, put in a higher low, and then we finally go up. So we're not bullish yet by any means. What the heck is moon rocks? All right, alien base. Yeah, let me get a poll up. Did Silver ever answer me? Yeah, I don't know what the poll should be. All right, I'm trying to get these coins. Alien base. What was the other one? Credify. Credify on KuCoin. Yeah, you guys are holding some crazy coins. Credify, because I remember we looked at this one. There's just too many. It looks exactly the same like we just looked at, so the market's doing the same exact thing again. Credify, yeah, this is bearish. Yeah, there's nothing bullish on this coin, I'm sorry to say. It broke to the bottom of the channel. That's not good. I guess the last time we looked at it, we were looking for a bounce off of the 236, but it's trying to lose it right now. It didn't quite crash hard, I mean, off of the crash we had. Needs to get back over 3.7 for a bottom again, and of course bullish over 3.82 at 9.4, and then it can try to push up, and the same thing with that other coin. It's going to come up here, high to the low, heavy resistance, trying to get back in the channel, and the 618, so there's no hope on this thing until it gets back over 4. In the meantime, though, to get there, you can see that as a 13.5x just to get there, so if that's the bottom, then maybe you got a decent little run ahead of you to get stuck again. Yeah, low to the high, you tagged a 786, so I mean, I don't have a crystal ball to tell you guys what's going to happen, but I would imagine at some point, this is on KuCoin, if it's not going to die and keep, if it doesn't get back over 3.7, then it's just going to continue going down. If it can get over 3.7, then you do run the chance of running up 13% or 13x, retesting the 618, and then take it from there. Alien base, yeah, I like alien base. What is moon rocks? ALB, yeah, ALB was coming up on my list. It's XCN and then alien base, I believe. Next for updates on the channel when I get chances to do them anyway. Yeah, alien base, it's going sideways. It looks good here. It's holding the macro 382. So it's macro bullish. It's still holding this area here that it's been holding for a very, very long time. Hello. All right, are we back? Can you guys hear me? All right, someone let me know that we're back. It's my laptop. It's not the internet. It's this laptop. The Wi-Fi thing is going out, I guess. Oh, it's gonna suck if it goes out during when we're going up. I need a new laptop so bad. Damn, that's unfortunate. What was I looking at? Alien base. Alright, I'm gonna have to get caught up here now, so if I missed your coin, I apologize. Yeah, just re-say what you said. I remember Moon Rocks. He said Moon Rocks. Banana meme coin on BitGet for Lincoln. You got Adrian for 2. I appreciate the first super chat. I appreciate that. Moon Rocks on Soul. Okay, we get it. Alright, let me finish Alien Base here. So Alien Base is holding bullish over 4. As long as you're over 4, we're good. I don't remember the last thing you guys heard. I looked up and the internet was just out, or the Wi-Fi. But just looking at it here from the high to the low, I guess that's what that is. Oh yeah, okay. A new high on this would take you up for a 19. Never mind. Hate when that happens because then I get all confused. So we're back down at 4 to 3, 2. If we hold that, we're bullish at 30x to hit $1.23 on ALB. From 4 cents to over $1, I think is very, very possible. Moonshot, probably $2 would be a 50x. Let me pull up Banana, and then I'm going to pull up Deck Screener. Wait, you said Banana on what? BitGet? This? Who uses BitGet? Yeah, let me know if this is it while I switch over to Deck Screener. Oh, that was horrible. What did you say, Moon Rocks? Moon Rocks on Soul. I appreciate the 2 M Rocks. Okay. Let me find that really quick. Hopefully the internet stays on for the rest of the stream today. It's so unfortunate and so bearish when that happens. Moon Rocks on Soul, M Rocks. Oh, there's one on base. Dude, there's not any. There's no Moon Rocks on base. I mean on Soul. Oh, maybe I found it. 1.2 billion market cap. You're gonna have to let me know, my man, because I don't know what you're looking for. Oh yeah, we looked at this already. What's up, David? Alright, I got Moon Rocks. We're gonna go to it in just a minute. Microbuy, bought my sleeper. What's up, Alex Cardano, brother? You really bought Cardano? Alright, let me get the super chat out of the way. Moon Rocks on Soul. What's up, Jesus, my man? How you doing? I appreciate you, my man. Alright, let me bring up Moon Rocks on Soul. This looks like the old... I don't know, any of you guys grew up in the 90s. I believe it was the 90s, but they had the monster balls. It reminds me of Monster Balls. You have to go look that up, and I think that's what they were called. They had Monster Balls and My Pet Monster, and Back in the days of the Garbage Pail Kids and all that stuff. Alright, we're looking at monster balls. We've looked at it before. It looks like it's still holding the low after the little dip. So if we ignore that one wick and pull that up here, it's clearly still holding the bottom. So it doesn't look horrible, but we're going to be technical and pull it all the way up here. So as of now, broke the little trend. Still holding the bottom. So if it goes lower than this, if it starts breaking down, then it's bearish. It could be bearish now because it did make a lower low, but that was probably, what are we on, 3-day candles? Yeah. So 2016 to be bullish, or at the bottom end, 202 to be bullish again. And then just like those other coins, it needs to get back over the 618 and the trend to break out. So it has to get over 2043 to break out. But I would imagine this is a gamble play for you, hopefully. For this thing to run up to a new high. Not a bad move. 17.5x up to 2 cents. Was it an 86 liquidity, 1 million market cap? Damn, only 1 million market cap. Yeah, just make sure their website's good. They're active on Twitter. And they'll probably get bought up at some point. Well, 2 to 3 cents, I guess, would be a target. 2 cents is up first. But it doesn't look horrible if you ignore that wick. This would be on my Solana moonshot list. Okay, we're still live. Let's see. Bananas 31. All right. All right, Bananas 31 USDT spot on BitGet. Let me make sure that's what you said, BitGet. All right, we got it. Oh. Yeah, we'll take a look at Cardano just because we haven't looked at it in a while. But this is what you're talking about? Why would you buy this? I don't think I can do anything with this. We'll have to play around with it to see what it does. Alright, that's not going to tell me anything, of course. So we're just going to have to go from scam wick to scam wick and see what kind of scam price you can get. It's stuck at the 382 at the moment. I'll draw another one in a minute. Yeah, I would say a pure gamble play. I don't know what this is, but it has to get back over 204 to even be bullish, and it's getting stuck. Off of that wick, it could be the bottom. And of course, breakout would be over a penny. And then if you're just buying this one just to try to gamble on it. Yeah, scam wick up to the new high at 25 cents. It'd be a 70x. There you go. There you go, my man. 786 up to 2.5 would be a 7x. But yeah, I don't like this chart at all. The only other thing we could do with it is, well, I guess I can't do that either. There's nothing I can do with it. Yeah, how many people we got here? Lost all its liquidity. Yeah. Alright, let me look at Cardano. We haven't looked at Cardano in a while. ADA. It's been so long, I don't even remember my target for Cardano. ADA was one of my holdings last time. I had Cardano and Shiba. Oh, Cardano got hit hard, huh? Damn, if you bought the dip on that, good luck. This thing came all the way back up to where it was, back over the 382, so bullish over 61. Clear breakout, bull run is going to be over the 618 at 114. But it looks good, nice buyback, and it's holding over the 382. But it depends on this you know, what happens in this cycle. But yeah, we've always had the $6 target, I think, on Cardano. So from here today, 640 would be the 1272, and you're looking at about a 9.5, 10x from where you are today. If you bought the low, then you'll get more. But besides the scam wick, it doesn't look horrible. She's putting in higher highs, higher lows. Not a bad looking chart. Good for a rollover play, I think. If I bought Cardano and it 5x'd, I'm getting out. Because when I had it, I didn't buy enough. I sold somewhere in here, I think. And they were still screaming, hold. We're going to the moon still. I was lucky enough to get out somewhere in here. Turbo on Coinbase. Yeah, Turbo is one of the coins that I'm extremely bullish on. Not only bullish, but I'm confident that it's going to go up. We've been looking at it on the monthly chart. Came all the way down to the 0.5, tagged it, it's back above the 618. It's pretty much back over in the channel here, which I guess I should take this off and draw a channel. Because I really do think, I've said it 1,000 times already. Wrong tool. But I do think when you zoom out like this, we'll draw a little channel, try to get it where we want it. It pretty much tells us what's going on here. Oh, I guess you could argue that Turbo's below the channel and stuck right at it, just like some of these coins we're seeing. So we'll see how it plays out, but I'm still bullish on Turbo. We could pull it down to here. It doesn't have to be perfect. But ultimately trading in this channel, I still think this thing's going to 15 cents. So if it's holding in this large macro channel here, then you can clearly see with alt season coming up, with all these coins, most coins, especially Turbo, is going to go up, of course. You're at least looking back to the top of the channel here. So that's my logic with it. That'll take you up to the 1414. It changed a little bit since we adjusted something. I don't know what we adjusted. But I'm still thinking 15 cents on Turbo. Yeah, it's because we had those other lines on there. So you're looking at, oh man, that makes me more bullish on it. This thing is possibly going to 50x up to 15 cents, depending on how you interpret the chart, like I said. We can put it back like we had it last time, but there's no reason to beat a dead horse. This looks bullish to me, at least back to the top. Like I said, that's a decent move. Yeah, I could throw 10 grand, 20 grand on Turbo if I had it, and I would not blink. I would be like, it's coming. I'm getting a 50x on my investment. You think Naka peaks around $7 to $9? What is Naka? Oh, I see we got a super chat coming in. Oh, Nakamoto Games. Yeah, you asked about this one last night. Whatever I said last night still stands, my man. Naka going to 0. If that's the bottom, it's in, I mean, it made a lower low again. We're hoping that's the higher low trend. I don't remember if it tagged anything else. Stock RSI is extremely bearish. Oh yeah, it hit the 786. It's back above the 236. So you would have to imagine that's the bottom of the higher low. If it breaks down below that once again, then it's never going up. You said $7 to $9 possible? Well, first it has to get over 33 cents to be bullish. Wait, did you say $7 to $9? Peaks around $7 to $9. I actually have no idea. Are they active on Twitter? Do they have some holders? What's their coin situation? Is it going to go to $27? Probably not. It's 150x. If it's going to make a higher high, then I don't know. From where it is now, just to get to the 786 at 250 is at 13x, so just keep that in mind. As for $7 to $9, I don't know where you got that from. You know what? I guess I can. We'll see if that level lines up with anything from this high to the low. See if we can get you a target. Nah, that's too big of a move. Yeah, because if it came up here and just made a slightly higher high to $8, that's a 42x. And if Nakamoto Games does a 42x, then everyone's rich. I just don't see it. We got Alex for 5. I appreciate the 5, my man. I appreciate you covering ADA. Yeah, no problem. Just be aware that it's an older coin, so if it does do over a 10x, get out. If it does a 5x, just be careful. So probably $5 to $6 range on ADA, but it does have a bullish macro chart, but I wouldn't expect those heavy coins to do much. $5 is in play for Naka. Could be. I'd rather get out at 5 than try to hold the $7 to $9. Yeah, because that's a 27x for a lower high. And of course, do your research on it and watch other people talking about Naka and look at all the crazy predictions. Just see what they say. What's up, Joy? We got Joy in the house. Toshi. What's up, CM or SM? I don't know why I said CM. Toshi. Yeah, we looked at Toshi earlier. She's pulling back a little bit, but ultimately the chart is very bullish. But I do appreciate the 5. Hope you make a lot of money with Cardano. Wow, I don't think I've ever looked at the monthly Toshi chart. Yeah, I mean, it's grinding its way up. It's holding higher lows, so you can't be upset with that. Support is 307. Once it breaks over 3095, then it can possibly go to the moon at that point. And that's what I'm expecting on Toshi, since it's such a more popular meme. We should have a large rally, a pullback, maybe hold the high, and then we blow off top to the moon. All the way up to 3 to 4 pennies. There's people calling for 100x on this coin, so I hope it does. $0.10, 130x. But it's grinding up. It looks good. Cookie, yeah, I did an update on Cookie on the channel, so just go check it out, but we'll glance at it real quick. Cookie is another one that's in a large macro channel that doesn't look bad at all. Yeah, sitting down here, just sitting and doing nothing. But as you can see, the large channel I'm talking about, this yellow box I drew for the new update, sitting at a 57 million market cap, so 1 to 2 billion market cap is very possible. $2 to $3 in this box area, I think, is where it's going to end up. So anywhere from 2 for a 22x up to about 3 for a 35x. And it could break the top of the channel. It depends on how long we're going to stay down here, because we need to start moving up already. For these coins to do these moves, we need, of course, we need large candles to spawn in, but we need some sort of a move up, a hold, consolidate for a week or two, and then blow off top. That's what needs to happen. We need to get moving already. But we're not. We're sitting here. So until it gets over 12, it's not bullish. Breakout is over 25. On Cookie. Moodang. Yeah, where's Alan? Did Alan ever check out Sudang? Yeah, for you guys gambling on Solana, there's a coin. Yeah, it is on Solana. Oh, maybe it's on Sui. Never mind. It's on Sui. A Sui meme coin called Sudang. Moodang. What is Moodang doing? I have to adjust everything since it wicked all the way down here. Yeah, for everyone that caught the dip on that crash, that's good. High to the low, you're right back above the 3-2. This area you were holding last time, so as long as you're over that, you're bullish over 11.6. And then double 618, pretty much 18, over 18, 18.3. Then you have a breakout back to the upside. But right now, it is bearish. Well, it's bullish, but it's bearish with the price action. Only thing we can hope is this large wick down, this crash, was that higher low bottom being put in. Shit. Let me pull it over. So, yeah, I mean, it's holding over the 0.5, so. $12 is your support, breakout over 18, like we said. But it looks to be getting accumulated, going sideways. 1272 high would be 180. 15x. Yeah, the bottom looks like it's in on a lot of things, in my opinion. We're either going to do nothing like we've been doing. That's probably what's going to happen. Until Bitcoin high, Ethereum high, QE ends, we already had our crash, so we're going to do nothing from now on. We're going to be stale for a month, it looks like. Or at least half a month. Hopefully we start grinding up. What's up, Cryptomalices? Here at work, just stopping by to say what's up. Pump Elon. Oh yeah, I was gonna look at Elon. Did Elon crash down more? What's up, Ari? How you doing? How's work going? Velo. What grade do you teach, by the way? What's up, Dustin? What's up, Joe? Hash AI. Hash AI. Everyone piling to Elon, so Cryptomalices can get his money back. Hash AI. And then Elon. Bearish. Someone bring in the bears. We're bearish. Yeah, there's nothing good on this chart here. I mean, it's going sideways and it hasn't really ever pumped, but these things got to be putting in a bottom because they can't really go lower, in my opinion. These things are setting up for a double bottom, higher low bottom, whatever you want to call it. It's down below the 236. Everyone's bearish. Everyone's calling for the top end because it looks like that. But then when you kind of zoom out and look at the charts, it's pretty much where it needs to be for a final bottom. Low to the high, you hit the 786 you're holding, so support is 228 at the moment. And then the 382 up at 43 to 48, and you're bullish again. Clearly where it got stuck last time, so when hash AI finally gets over 308, then you'll know it's going to its bull run top at some point. So a new high on this one, 0048, would be at 19.5, almost a 20x on this one, if it's going to go that high. But it probably has the bottom end. I don't know what I just said. We got Matthew for 5. I appreciate that, my man. Naka on base, please. Naka on base. Is that the same as Nakamoto? Oh man, there's a Naka on Polygon, Ethereum, Solana. Is it the cat that looks like Toshi? 31K market cap, 2 months old. What is this? What is this we found? Are we bullish? Take out the volume. Yeah, I think this is what you're talking about. 16K liquidity, 31K market cap. What? Wait, whoa. Why does it have 300,000 holders? What does that mean? Hold on, I'm pulling it up right now. Why does it have 300,000 plus holders? It's trying to hold the 382 at the moment at 7077. Are they going to dump on everyone as soon as it pumps? So if we can hold over that 77 level, breakout potentially over 19. Not bad. If it runs up to a new high, 1272 at 5025, pretty much. That's a 32x almost. As long as you can consolidate and hold the 382 and stay bullish. If it goes lower than that, then it's just going to drop down big time. Yeah, you have the 786 all the way down there. So you're pretty much holding the 382,618 at the moment. So if you lose that 7 down to 7, if you lose 7, then it's going to die down. Yeah, it's going to drop 50% if it loses this support at 7. Naka on base. I don't know. They have 327 followers on Twitter, apparently. If this is the right one, Naka built on base. Yeah, I need to get back over to the chat. But does someone know why they have so many holders for such a low volume coin? Okay, yeah, I think you told me that or told us that already. Special education teacher. Good luck on your knock on base, my man. RSR, what's up, Eddie? Subsquid, SQD, what is that on? Oh man, RSR. Yeah, it's probably the right one. It's not a horrible looking chart, it's just concerning with the holders. Why they have so many people. Let me, oh, never mind, it's a base coin. Do they have some kind of base rug checker? You said SQD, I don't know what that is. Subsquid on base. Oh yeah, I need to put a damn poll up. Yeah, I know what I can put. Hold on. We're going to pull up Subsquid. Is it on base? Just let me know that. It's not a horrible looking chart. But let me go ahead. Everyone hit the like button, please. I'm about to put a poll up. VPay price prediction, RSR. Okay, got the two Eddies in the house. Eddie T and Eddie L. There's only 11 people in here, so we'll see how long we go today. I was going to go for a couple hours today, but if no one shows up, I don't know what to do. Anyway. All right, the poll's up. Let's look at RSR. RSR, let's see. Reserve rights to the moon. They told everyone they were the new Bitcoin back in the day. I remember that. Yeah, apparently it's still stuck. Yeah, give me just a minute. All right, so looking at RSR. I mean, it's hard to tell these coins because there's a lot of them that broke down and they're back testing the trend that they were holding. So I don't know if they're gonna fall down more or go up. So right now, really, you gotta stay over 4, but then you gotta get back over 8.3 to have any form of life in you for RSR. It was holding up very nicely, the chart. If this one's on Coinbase, I want to say it's on my list because any chart that had this is on my rollover list. Yeah, high to the low, you're getting stuck right at that trend and right at the 236. So it has to get over 6.8 and then 8.3 up to 8.9 to be bullish again. So we're gonna see if this wick down, this scam flush out, is actually the bottom before we go up, or we're gonna break down for another month here. It's the only thing I'm worried about. Just being completely bearish for another month and just coming down and doing nothing, and then we finally go up. Then some of these coins aren't going to go as high as you think. There just won't be enough time. And RSR is sitting at 0.006. $7.86 retracement up to 4.5 would be a 7x from here. put in a higher high, and then it's all over. I've not looked into RSR in forever. I don't know what the price prediction is or what people are saying, what the market cap is. I'd have to do an update on it. Moonshot on RSR, the 1272, new Bitcoin in play. That would be a 57x up to 37 cents potentially, maybe 40 cents. Yeah, but some of these coins, I don't know what to say about them now that they broke down a little. I would have to imagine the bottom is in for something like RSR, and it's going to start grinding back up from here. VPay, yeah, we've been looking at VPay. I don't think we can do anything with VPay. VPay by virtuals. What is this? Oh, yeah. Dude, you got a huge run. There's nothing else to say. I think we said this last time. Yeah, this was the spot to buy in. This thing broke above this area, came all the way back down here. It was holding for a very long time, grinding up, and then it just went. It broke the 236, and that was over. Seen that so many times where coins are down below the 236 consolidating, and then once they break, it's too late. A giant candle spawns in. I think didn't ZVCN do the same thing? So it came all the way up to the 1618 and got stuck. How large of a move did you get on VPay? We'll zoom in here in just a moment. So if you bought in this accumulation and you went to the moon, congratulations. You got a 13x or so wherever you bought in. Don't be greedy is all I can say. Do not be greedy. I've learned so many times that I get too greedy and I lose my money. But it's stuck at resistance right now, so it could be the top for now. Daily RSI looks like it wants to roll over again, so it could be in store for a pullback, at least short term. If it can break through 9.4, then it should run up to almost 2 pennies and do a 2x move. Other than that, oh, come on. Other than that, it's still bullish. I would just say very short term. The only thing we can really do is try to draw a fib right here somewhere. See if it's respecting it. Yeah, it's respecting it to a degree. High to low to the high. Hit the high again, double top. It's holding the 3.2 and it bounced. So it stayed bullish over 7.5 and it's even more bullish over 8.5. So it has to stay over 8.5. Short term to try to push through. Let's see. There's a huge description about knock-on base. Sounds legit. Need more research. Yeah, do some more research on it and let us know. I'd really like to know why it has 300,000 holders. SQD Subsquid on Coinbase. It's on Coinbase. We got Eddie for 2. I appreciate the 2, my man. I appreciate you. Naka on base has website says it's about to get listed on a bunch of exchanges. Buy orders keep coming in on VPay. SQD. Let me see what that is. You say it's on Coinbase. Subsquid. I'll pull up 2 different charts, see which one's the best. Oh yeah, it looks just like the Dex Screener chart. Oh, so it's older than we think. So the overall subsquid chart is up almost 17%. It looks bullish right now. Money flows in the green. You're over the 618 and holding once again. Bounced off of the 382. Still put in a higher low, so that's positive. Doesn't look horrible as long as you stay over 18. The breakout from the high to the low is in play. And the breakout to the moon, what are we at? 19 cents. So $1.60 is probably not out of the question. So this thing could run up to $1.60, probably $2, 160 to 260, 8.5x to 13.5, 14x. What's up, Emilios? What's up, Joey? Can we do Phoenix? Beach and IX. I know we've looked at that one before. Yeah, just make sure you guys hit the like button and answer the poll. Until we go bullish, this channel's not making any revenue, so you guys at least hit the like button for me. I guess last time we looked at Phoenix, it decided to stay bearish. So we're just going to pull that off. With the wick, it's still technically holding the higher low here like we're seeing all over the place. As for everything being bearish right now, yeah, everything is bearish. Everything's on the bottom, but that's what happens before we run. Everything's got to get flushed out. Everything's got to come all the way back down. Everyone screams bear market, no alt season, never going up, and then we just blast out of here. That's how it was last time when I was holding Shiba and Cardano. It just felt like every catalyst that came out for Shiba, every testnet that came out for Cardano, nothing pumped the price. It wasn't until everything had to come in line for it to go up. And then when it finally went up, everyone was greedy, said hold, don't paper hand, diamond hand it because we're going to this certain price, and it never went there, and then it was over. So be prepared for that. And as I always say, be prepared for the exchanges to go down like we saw in this crash. Too many people pile in. So make sure you have a plan to get out, because when we're at that euphoric stage, when everyone's clogging the exchanges, you may not be able to get out, and it may just drop back down 50% or more, and you lost a lot of money. So just make sure you're not greedy. Take profit along the way. But Phoenix here is trying to hold. It's holding higher low, so that's always bullish. It's not bullish until it gets the bottom end over 14, bullish over 21, and breakout is over the 618 at 45. But it's not a horrible looking chart. I don't know what this is, but it's not horrible. I like the higher low. Ignore the scam wick. Depending on what damage it does, see where it can end up. So a new high on this one. I don't know what it is. Do your research. Taking away a 0 up to 303 would be a 25x almost on the Phoenix, where the potential bottom is in. Did we do? Yeah, we did SQD. Polkadot. It's about to get listed on 10 exchanges. Too bad I can't buy it. I would buy it for a gamble play. I just don't have money to buy it. Need a millionaire to come in the stream and loan me a couple $1,000. At least a couple $100. Be like, I'll give it back to you after I make it. And then we lose it all. Dot. Man, if you got the right amount of money in the market, when you're gonna do some damage when we finally kick things off, if you got the right coins, which there's so many choices. If you're in the game and you know what you're doing a little bit, then you should make it. And a lot of you guys here on the channel have some real good picks and stuff, so I think we're good. Just a matter of waiting. High to the low, we're over the 236, trying to hold the low to the high, 786. So we are pretty much at support, even though we're bearish still, lower lows, lower highs. On polka dots, does anyone care about polka dot anymore? Polka dot, you have to get over 510 to be bullish. And then macro bullish to the moon over 1380. And of course, breakout over 1250, 1260. So high to the new wick low. Polka dot, I don't remember. We haven't really covered polka dot, so I don't really know where our target is for polka dot. I haven't looked into it. But a 5.5, never mind. Hold on. What is this? So polka dot 786 retracement to 25 bucks is a 7.5x, almost an 8x. So maybe that's your target. 12 to 25 bucks. I can't see myself holding these old coins past like a 3 or 4x, to be honest. Yeah, if I ran up here 300% and did a 4x, if I 4x my money from where it is now, holding the bottom, I'm definitely out and rolling over. Even though it's not officially really making a higher high and looking bullish, I'm getting out. There's no guarantee polka dot's going to run up here. I don't know what people are calling for, but I guess it could. I'll get in. I'm playing it safe. So freaking hard to buy more when I have DCA'd so many times. Yeah, we all should have just listened to Ben Cohen. Alts are bleeding out and going sideways and doing nothing until he says so, which is coming up soon. We're going to be prepared in the bear market next time. We're going to buy Bitcoin on the bottom, so many other coins potentially on the bottom. I'm just going to sit in Bitcoin until it's time, until Ben says we can go out of the shadow realm. Let us out to buy our alts. Yeah, it's bearish and then it's bullish for a month or a couple of 3 weeks and then it's over. It's always bearish and then it's bullish for just a moment. Oh, love your job. Wish money wasn't a factor. What's up, Slava, my man? Oh, I forgot about the poll. 60% of you guys say you like your job. Yeah, we only got 11 people in here. We're going to try to stream as long as we can, but I do have to go to the store in a little bit. Gotta get some lunches for the weekend for work. XCN is still bullish. It's trying to hold up. Is Swiftcoin cooked? Nah, we're bullish on Swiftcoin. Swiftcoin's going to $1. Swiftcoin and Jasmine are going to hold hands and run to $1. All the way to $1. Yeah, we're just bearish right now. That's why I say this has to be it. This, like Swiftcoin, it can't go any lower than it is. I mean, we could always get another wick down, but you can see it held up very strongly with the crash we just had. It didn't really move, so that's what we like to see. Same thing Toshi did. It's back down here on the bottom. It's holding our box of support. Like I said, it could always wick a little lower, but as long as we generally hold this area and we don't start breaking down, we're good. It needs to get back over 8.3 here. But ultimately, yeah, I mean, it has to be it. There's not enough time for Swiftcoin to break down. If it does, then we'll reassess what's going on. It'll probably dip down for a month, pull back up, get stuck, and it's over. But I don't think that's the case. I think it's going to hit 20 cents or so. 20 to 50 cents. 10 cents is the target, 20 cents is the target for a 30x, and then 48 to 50 cents is all the way up here for a 70x. I like the chart accumulation, and now it's making higher highs and higher lows in the macro chart. It looks extremely bullish to just blast out of here. What is Velo doing? Someone said Velo earlier. I forgot about Velo. Where's our Velo? Why do we have two Velo chart? Oh, that's Velodrome. Velodrome sucks. Oh no. Are you kidding me? What is happening here? You know what? I'm going to take this off and draw a channel and see if we hit the middle. Because we used to say, I think it was last year, this is a rising wedge, ain't it? Ain't it bearish? It's going to break to the bottom and go to zero. And now we're supposed to be bullish and it's happening. The bull market's here and the coins aren't listening. They're just going down. They don't understand what's happening. Technically, you are holding the bottom here. Yeah, if it breaks lower than it is here, then it's Velo's over. I wouldn't touch it. If you lose money on it, just accept your losses. But you can see if I draw that there, clear resistance. I don't know why I'm wheezing. Turn support, support, support. So you're at that level. Let's see if it has any confluence with any kind of a fib level. Yeah, right on the 382. So that's it. Bottom is in. Pile into Velo. We're going to the moon. Macro support is holding. 382 is holding at 209. It's going sideways. So it is bullish over 9. Bullish to the upside over 1.8. To the moon, 786 retracement. 45 cents is a 45, 46x from here. Now let me go ahead and draw a channel on here. Let's just see. Good enough. Yeah, see? We held the middle line, the dotted line here as support. Went back to the top, broke the bottom, retested, got stuck right at that level, and it came back down to the bottom. So that I would have to say Velo bottom is in. And at minimum, if the bottom holds, if you do not break that 382, I mean, depending on, if you had a lot of money to put in, if you put 100 grand in here and you're guaranteed to get a 7x because it's going to go back to the top of the channel. There's no way it's going to the middle and then dying. It's going to go back to the top. So you can 7x your $100,000. Not financial advice. And a baby breakout would be a 10x, probably likely, if it doesn't break down, like I said. So anywhere from 5 to 11 cents is very likely on Velo. Moonshot would be, of course, that 45x up to 45 or 40 plus x, whatever. I am here. Slava, my man, you still want to be a moderator? I think we need to test it out before we actually get into the pit of things, before everyone piles into the market. For $100, I got 1 billion Naka, 420 billion supply. Wow. Hopefully you make it. Just go throw $1,000 on Naka and see what happens. Yeah, I know Bitcoin dominance has to go up. Ben Cohen said just get into Bitcoin. He said just hold Bitcoin until further notice. Until Bitcoin makes a higher high, Ethereum makes a higher high, and the NQE, the altcoins, if that happens, the altcoins are probably not all going to go. They're not going to go up. They're probably just not going to go down. They're just not going to do anything. They're going to be stale. So we can have the dominance go up, Bitcoin go up, Ethereum start running up. Some coins will go up, but most altcoins are just going to do nothing until those two things happen and until QE ends. Which apparently Jerome Powell said is going to end in a couple of months. So we're looking at December. So no alt season yet. I agree. All right. There we go. Velo's already got a wick forming. What's up the we already said the Aventus. Yeah, we're bullish on Aventus. What's up, gods? All right, let me pull up Aventus, and then I will be right back. Aventus, Coinbase, I like everything they have going on. They have all their coins out. The chart looks like it bottomed out in my opinion. It's going sideways. So this is definitely on my rollover list. It's just if I have a chance to get in. But we'll see. I got back in a couple of days ago, but the market crashed because I got in. So it is what it is. All right, so we'll do Aventus and then the other one. What was the other one? Degen hit 15. There goes Slava with his Aventus. Oh, he just lost his moderator job. That's it. You're out. You're out of the running. Must be a smart ass, so Slava to the bathroom to time out. All right, I'll be right back. All right, we're back. All right, we're going to have to look at these last two coins, and then I'm going to have to go. We got to get to the store already. They're ready to go. What's up, Roger? Roger finally poked his head out of the shadow realm. What's up, my man? All right, so what are we looking at? Yeah, Aventus. I think Aventus is going to fly out of here. Is it going to go to the new high at about 20 bucks, 21, $22? Maybe. It's only a 17 and a half, 18x, so it's very likely. Going sideways, very bullish looking chart. Bullish when it gets over 280. And it looks like the breakout once it breaks this level. So once it gets over about 370 to 0.5, you may have a breakout on your hands. But yeah, Aventus is a good coin on Coinbase. You said Degen hit 10 cents. I don't remember our target. But yeah, I appreciate you guys coming in. I'll try to stream tomorrow, but I'm not sure. Oh yeah, we didn't look at Elon for Meolysis. I don't know, Degen. Wow, who bought the bottom on Degen? Can it hit 10 cents now? I don't know. It's bearish as hell. It was bullish, and then the market said, no, we're going to liquidate everyone. So it's down below the 236, down below macro support. So you cannot be excited on Degen until it gets back over 3.003. Not bullish until 5.4. But it held. I mean, it held down here. It's back over this level here. Like I keep saying, that's probably the bottom. That last final wick down to get everyone flushed out and everyone bearish and retail scared. But we're not scared. We're loading up. We're already used to the bleeding out and going sideways, so What's another month of it if we've lasted 4 years? And Degen hit 10 cents. Yeah, I guess it can. I think Degen's going to surprise and blast out of here. So I say 10 cents, 10 to 20 cents is very possible. I know that's a large move, but what are you going to do? We want our money. A 45x up to 10, and then over a 92, 93x up to 19 cents. It just needs this to happen again. Which, where it is now, yeah, we'll see how it goes. I need to do an update on Degen and look at the market cap, what it has now, what's going on with it. But yeah, you guys answer the poll real quick. I'm going to end it. Hit the like button. Go check out the 5 updates I did today. And you guys let me know, comment at the end of the GRT, the graph video. I added another little video, so watch to the very end. It's my logo, and it actually comes alive and flies off into a storm. So you guys let me know if you like that or not. But I do appreciate you guys, and we'll see what happens. Yeah, with all that being said, hopefully I covered all you guys' coins. None of this is financial advice. Thanks for watching, and good luck, everyone. Peace out.